Well, the winter time has set in, and it's time to think about the kinds of wildlife that are out and about this time of the year. And I'm joined this month by somebody that knows a thing or two about these guys. This is my buddy Arnie. Arnie, meet Dr. Mike Menjak. Dr. Menjak is a professor and wildlife extension specialist with the Warnell School of Forestry and Natural Resource. Hey, Mike, good to see you.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I appreciate you letting me borrow your buddy here. He's being such a good sport about all this. Doc, I want to talk a little bit today about the idea of how active these guys might potentially be this time of the year. First, because typically in the fall or summer, I'm seeing armadillos in the headlights of my car in the evening time. As we get into the winter and it's colder, I'm seeing these more during the day. Explain that to me.
They don't thermoregulate real well.
Okay.
So they tend to be more active in this time of the year, in the winter,
Okay.
during the warmer part of the day.
Okay.
In the summertime, they tend to be more active in the cooler part of the day, which is at night.
Okay.
So in the hot summer, they stay active at night when it's cool. In the cold winter, they stay active in the day when it's warm. So they flip their timing of most activities with the seasons. So they cue into temperature, not really daylight as much.
Good. So they're not hibernating. They're out.
Not hibernating. They don't hibernate.
Good. So they're looking around for what when they're active?
Food. They're insect eaters.
Good.
So
that's
grubs and insects in your lawn and your leaves and your mulch, but strictly insects. They're not predators on anything much bigger than grubs and earthworms and spiders. They're not chasing mice or bird eggs. You know, they'll eat some bird eggs, ground nesting birds occasionally.
Really?
But just if they stumble upon them. They're not real active hunting predator type.
Now, that's good to know. I immediately go in my mind, and maybe the folks at home are wondering about this too. You hear about leprosy with these guys. We talk about their activity, and maybe when we're out during the day more in the winter. Is that something we should worry about if we happen to get close to one of these? Because I've been able to get pretty close to them before.
Right.
What do you think?
They can get leprosy.
Okay.
And people have gotten leprosy from them.
Okay.
But it's pretty rare. It comes from either eating undercooked meat or handling them without gloves on, or in some places where they're shot, you know, messing around with them without gloves on, without proper protection. Just basic gloves. You should do that anytime when you're skinning an animal anyway.
Absolutely.
So leprosy is not really anything we have to worry about. It's a bacteria. It's treated with antibiotics. It's pretty fragile bacteria. It probably doesn't live very long in the soil. And the CDC website says that 95% of people have natural immunity to leprosy anyway.
Oh,
so
good.
you really don't have to.
Safe.
You really probably don't, unless you're eating raw armadillo. You probably don't need to worry about it. Just cook your armadillo good.
Well, and that's important for the Southwest out there too. I've heard that folks eat these guys, and it's interesting. I imagine last thing to wonder about, of course, rabies. This being a mammal, something to worry about?
Not really. Any mammal can get rabies, but armadillos don't transmit it. So
Good
not
to
really
know.
anything to worry about.
I want to talk with you next, Mike, about how someone at home might know that they have an armadillo problem. So let's go look for some evidence right now. Well, you never know what you're going to find out here when we're taping a Ranger Nick. Beautiful red-shouldered hawk right there. So, Mike, here we are out around a homeowner's home. Talk to me about how we might know that we have an armadillo problem.
Well, you're looking for sign. Most animals are secretive anyway, so you're looking for sign. So they're going to be little diggings in the leaves like this where they're looking for grubs or worms or insects or spiders or something like that. And there'll be small patches. They won't always be that close together, but just small patches where they're digging in the leaves looking for food.
Okay, and you might even see maybe their claw marks in there.
Possibly, if the soil's right, possibly.
Okay, cool.
Another thing to look for is maybe a den or a burrow, and we found one of those here. And look how hidden it is here in this forsythia. And then you can tell this one's not active, it's full of leaves, but that's the den right there where he's dug up underneath this root, and he'd go in there. So you're looking for a hole that's probably oblong, oval, and maybe 6 to 9 inches in diameter. It's about the size of an armadillo hole, so anything smaller than like that, maybe chipmunks. Anything bigger than that, I don't know, fox or coyote maybe or something, but about 6 or 9 inches and kind of oblong, kind of oval.
All right, so what you're looking at here is an armadillo trap. Before today, I didn't know something like this existed, and Doc, talk to me about this guy. It looks like we've got 2 entrances. We've got a bunch of wood on either side of it. Walk us through this.
So it's basically just a double door box trap.
Okay.
Pretty simple to build, or you can go online and buy them.
Okay.
There's no such thing as armadillo bait or lure. You could buy it, but don't. It doesn't work. There's no proven effectiveness of it. There is some evidence that an experienced trap is more likely to catch an armadillo than an inexperienced trap. So you got to get that first armadillo to get your trap some experience.
So that's what you mean by that. The experience level of the trap means he's got some scent.
He's got scent in it.
Okay,
right,
and the
exactly.
armadillos are sensing that, coming in to see what's going on.
Right.
Okay, so how's this going to work? How's this going to catch
Well,
him?
the armadillo is going to be foraging in the yard, and he's going to run into this fence, and,
Okay.
and it's a funnel fence. And of course, he's got a 50-50 chance of going towards your trap or going the other way.
Right.
So you want to put it in your yard so that he's going to have to come towards the trap eventually. It's funneling him into the trap.
Absolutely.
I'm going to use a stick to demonstrate what's going
Okay.
on. There's this trip mechanism here in the center with 2 strings, or
Okay.
1 string going to both doors.
Okay.
And when he goes in, he's going to hit that, and the
look at
doors are
that.
going to close just like that, and he's going to be stuck in there.
Now, for the folks at home, there's an armadillo in here. What do you recommend we do? Trap and relocate, or what do you think?
I never recommend relocating. That's just moving the problem somewhere else, and that's never a good thing for the animals where you're moving them or the animal that you are moving.
I got you.
Lethal control, dispatch the animal, bury him, and be
Okay.
done with it.
Thanks for today. I so appreciate it, Mike. Everybody, I so appreciate you for watching. I hope you learned something today as well. You know what to do? Hop online, check out the Farm Monitor Facebook page and see what's going on there. Check out the Ranger Nick Facebook page. And until next time, as we always say, Dr. Benjack, I'm Ranger Nick, reminding you enthusiasm is contagious. So pass it on. Y'all, thanks so much. We'll see you back here again next month. See ya.